Hello, streamers. How are you? And I want to share something with you. To be honest, like 2 weeks ago, I go to the business presentation from Stream, and what I love is hear testimonials from different people, and what I love from Chain, Callwood, and María Huerta's testimonials really changed my life, and I want to share with you, and that way probably change your thought and start growing your business. To be honest, I'm going to talk to the many people I can, and also share with all the people, because what we're doing with this business is helping people. So hear this, and I hope you like it.
A bit different here for a second. Shane Callwood, come up front. Would you introduce yourself just a little bit more, just briefly, where you're from and when you promoted to executive director?
All right, my name is Shane. Thank you. My name is Shane Callwood, executive director. I got promoted to executive director December 28th of last year. And I've been in the business for 2.5 years. And I got to executive director. And the reason why I got to executive director, because of what you see on stage right here. What I did was I got a cheat book. I went on Facebook and Instagram, and I found the top money earners in the business, and I looked at the culture, I looked at the attitudes, I looked at everyone in Facebook with Stream. So when I seen all these great people, I started following everybody on Facebook. I started going to different cities. I started doing a lot of the meetings. I started just following them and finding out exactly what they do. And when I found out what they do, how they live, and what they do for other people, I started imitating them. So I just started finding great folks, and that's what I did. So I just flew out here today to be with a young lady that I met yes, sir.
So Shane, everybody, if I said you had to call 100 people in the next 30 days, and you will find someone that will absolutely run with you, how many of you would actually call 100 people in the next 30 days? All right, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I ask this question everywhere I go. People say I'll do it, but they don't actually do the work. Shane, were you scheduled on being here tonight for this meeting?
No, I wasn't.
Could you please now tell them why you're here today?
The reason why I was here is because about 4 weeks ago, I came to another all city in Dallas, and I met an Uber driver when I got out the plane. And when I got into her vehicle, she said, "So what brings you to Texas?" I said, "If I tell you, you're not gonna believe me." And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Anyway, what is your name?" She said, "Well, my name is Addie." And I said, "Okay, what do you do for a living other than an Uber driver?" She said, "Well, this is what I do." But I said, "What's your goal?" She said, "I would like to open up a Hawaiian restaurant." I said, "Okay. All right, so you're from Hawaii?" She said, "Yes, I'm Hawaiian, Filipino." And she was telling me about the different ethnic groups she's from. She said, "I got 2 beautiful daughters. One is 26 and one is 19, and I'm doing this for them." And I said, "So that's your why?" She said, "Yes, that's my why." She said, "Well, Shane, you got me talking about you. Tell me why are you here?" I said, "That's why I'm here, to help people fulfill their dreams." And she said, "Excuse me?" I said, "I'm serious." We started talking about books, we started talking about reading, we started talking about TV shows, and we was getting emotional with each other in the car. And I was like, "Well, that's the reason I'm here. I'm here to find people and try to help people fulfill their dreams." She said, "Wow." She said, "How do you do that?" I said, "I got an amazing family." "Where's your family?" I said, "I'm gonna see them tomorrow night at this meeting. You gotta come and see my family." She said, "Okay, so give me the address." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you the address." So when she parked the car, when she was getting me out of to the hotel, she said, "I don't even want to leave, man. It's like something about you." I said, "No, there's something about you too." And in this world, in this life that we have, it's not about us, it's about other people. Just to let you guys know. And I learned that the good way. And so when I was looking at her and she was looking at me, we was getting emotional in the car. She said, "Shane, please give me the address for the meeting tomorrow." I said, "I will." I texted her like about 2 o'clock in the morning because I forgot. She said, "Thank you," like she was waiting for it. The next day, and I'm almost finished, the next day when I went to the meeting, I texted her, I said, "Are you here?" She said, "I'm front and center, where are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm about to come in." So when I came in, that's when they announced the first speaker for the night, and I got up on stage, and I was the first speaker that night. And she was like, "You're a speaker too?" Like, I could tell in the front row, wow. So when I introduced her to my family, I said, "Everyone," I told them the same story. And I said, "This is Addie, this is my family." And we went out to eat that night. She said, "I'm in." I said, "Doing what?" She said, "I'm in the business." So she didn't have to see the presentation. She looked at the environment and the culture of Stream, and that's what I wanted to show her. It's about the culture. It's not about me. It's not about Stream. It's about our culture. And that's the reason why I flew down here with her, because she said, Shane, I want you to come to be with me for my first meeting, and I have a friend. I said, I'll be there, and that's why I'm here.
Shane, where are you from again?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. And were you supposed to be here tonight?
No, I was not.
And you flew in for?
Addie, she wanted me to.
Addie, could you stand up, please? I want to go back to my question of would you call 100 people? I want you to absolutely hear what I'm about to say, which is everyone on the stage up here is because not only they listened to what to do and followed Facebook pages, but the man of action flew from Georgia here today for one night, for one person he met one time. That is what it takes to be an executive director. María Huerta, come up here, please. I need a translator too. Come up here. Gabriel, Alex, come. Someone, come up here. Gabriel, come up here. Maria, would you say your name and where you drove from tonight?
María Huerta de Houston, Texas.
And you drove 4 hours tonight?
Yes.
And why did you drive 4 hours tonight?
Porque tenía que venir a apoyar al equipo que está aquí en Fort Worth.
She have to came to support her team that is here for work.
All right.
She drove 4 hours each direction to come be here to support. And for those of you that are guests here today, I want you to understand if you're in Houston, you can rely on these leaders. If you got team members in Georgia, you can rely on Shane and his culture in Georgia. But one family culture across all the states building a business for your teams and for your people. Maria, you came up to the corporate office and shared one of the most powerful stories I've ever heard of why you're doing this.
Viniste a la corporación y contaste la historia de por qué estabas haciendo esto.
Without getting into detail,
Detalles, sin ir en los detalles,
why are you doing this business?
¿por qué estás haciendo este negocio?
Primero que nada, por darle un mejor estilo de vida a mi hija. Y segunda, por cambiar la vida de muchos hispanos que al igual que yo dejaron su país por un mejor estilo de vida.
First of all, for my daughter, because we want to have she wants, the best lifestyle for her family, and also because all the people that came to this country looking for a better lifestyle.
I want you to understand, if you ask any of these leaders, or really anyone in this room, why you're doing this business, it's great to start off with money, paycheck. That's a lot of the reason why people get started. But when you start hearing the stories of people that want to open their own restaurants or have a better life or bring other people in, it changes your why to a crusade of making lives better, which is what we're doing at Stream. I want to thank you for being here and thank all of you.